Well, it's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The Untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, this is the official post-fight review for Jesse Baron Rodriguez versus Carlos Cuadras. Jesse Baron Rodriguez, a star is born as Jesse Baron Rodriguez beats Carlos Cuadras on short notice to become the WBC Super Flyweight Champion. Now look guys, I'm going to tell you like this. This will be my only post-fight review for today. You know, I'm not going to make a video about Thurman versus Barrios and the sparring session. That was, you know, congrats on Keith for getting the win. But tonight is really all about Jesse Baron Rodriguez and what he did and what he accomplished. He's the star of this Saturday, and he's the new star of the lower weight classes. He's now the youngest world champion in boxing. And I want to just talk about his performance a little bit with Carlos Cuadras and what it means for the super flyweight division in general. Now, Cuadras is a fighter that's been he's been, you know, mixing it up near the top of this weight class for the last, you know, well over half decade. He's been a factor in this weight class for a long time. And just to even have the confidence or the balls to step in the ring with this man on short notice, irrespective if he's on the latter stages of his career, it shows the kind of confidence that Jesse Baron Rodriguez has in himself and that Robert Garcia has in his fighter. So that was already a plus for him. You know, he was already playing with house money, coming up from 108, getting a title shot. You know, he had everything to gain and truthfully nothing to lose. But man, he performed. This was a star-making performance. You know, he performed really well. You know, I made a video earlier in the week basically stating that I thought Jesse Baron Rodriguez was going to beat Carlos Cuadras because of his style. And you saw it in this fight. You saw the aggressive power jab many times in this fight. And what really won him this fight was the pivots, the angles, the side steps, and the fact that he knew how to utilize them. He knew when to punch. He knew when to load up off the side steps. Like he would throw a jab, sidestep, but he wouldn't always throw a big power punch off the sidestep. Sometimes he would just kind of survey, you know, the distance of how far he would need to throw an uppercut and tie Cuadras up or reset. But then there was one time, I believe it was in the third or fourth round, where he threw I think it was a jab, and then he sidestepped him and he threw a right uppercut, and he absolutely dropped Cuadras flush. And you saw him all night just manage the distance perfectly. You saw him land a hard counter with the left hand. You saw him use the sidestep. You saw him use the power jab. It was just overall a very complete performance from Jesse Baron Rodriguez. And you know, it's even more impressive when you consider the fact that he stepped up 2 weight classes to fight the guy he fought in Cuadras. And what makes it more impressive is that the fact that he's never gone 12 rounds in his entire career, because normally when he hits these guys that want to wait, they fall down and they roll over. But, you know, Cuadras isn't them other guys. And he had to go, he got taken to the deep end. You know, he was hanging out at the edge in the middle of the kiddie pool. You know, he had never been to the deep end where the big kids play and where the big kids swim. And he got there tonight with Cuadras, and he swam his way right to the world title. He swam his way to glory. He swam his way to being the youngest world champion that boxing has to offer right now at the young age of 22 years old, I believe it is. So, you know, just a really good performance from Baron Rodriguez, and you know, his life has changed forever as he's one of the first of what I believe will be many world titles in his boxing career. Now, from the Cuadras side of things, you know, this is a man that I have great respect for. He gave me the greatest night of boxing that I've ever witnessed in person with when he fought Cholatito at the Forum. I'll never forget him, and I always love him for that. But he's dealt with his own personal struggles, alcoholism, you know, drugs, all stuff. And he's overcome that. So God bless him in his life. He went in there tonight against a young fighter who had a lot to gain as the bigger man. And at times in this fight, he looked like the bigger man. You know, he threw those looping shots to the body and the head, and they landed and they connected many times. But he just didn't seem to have the firepower or enough of the ring craft to discourage or hurt Jesse Baron Rodriguez. And ultimately, it costed him another fight, but he can still hang his head high, because like Carlos Cuadras does, whether it's a win, a loss, or a draw, he always goes out there and he always fights his heart out. And that's what I'll always remember him for, being one of boxing's true warriors for the last decade or so, being one of the guys that truly has made the super flyweight division what it's been for the last, you know, decade or so. So I'm not sure what his next plans are, if he's going to continue to box. But in the event that is his last fight, let me take the time in advance to say congratulations to Carlos Cuadras, and thank you for an amazing boxing career. Thank you for everything you've done for the fight fans. And you know, I don't know you, dude. I don't know you like that, Carlos, but I can say, man, I definitely love you, man. I think you're an amazing fighter, and just from the little bit I know, I think you're a beautiful person. So you know, continue to strive for more in life, and thank you for just a great career and a very entertaining fight tonight with Bam. You know, he took Bam to some deep, dark, uncomfortable places at times, and even Bam Rodriguez said it himself in the post-fight interview. Tonight I showed up Bam Rodriguez that I didn't even know I had it in me. And that's all down to Cuadras and him pushing me. So thank you to him for being such a great fighter. So even Bam respects him. But yeah, you know, this opens up a whole bunch of opportunities for Bam. Maybe Bam Rodriguez goes ahead and he fights the winner of Cholatito versus Martinez, which I think is gonna happen. I think after a performance like that, you know, that whoever wins that fight, whether it's Martinez or Cholatito against Bam, would just make him a superstar in the sport. And he's changed his tune about vacating the belt, because during fight week he was saying if he won the fight, he would vacate the belt. He's not saying that no more. It's all about what the best opportunities are at 108, 112, 115. But I think the best move for him personally, from a boxing standpoint, would be for him to go back down to 108, fight, you know, your Felix Alvarados and your Jonathan Gonzalez's and your Hiroto Kayaguchis, and try to become undisputed down there and just gradually work your way up and make your way up to 115. But either way, after a performance like that, Bam Rodriguez, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. San Antonio, stand up. You got another world champion joining. What was that guy's name? Roberto Quiroga, or I can't remember the guy's name. Who was? Let me know in the comments. What was that guy's name in the '90s who won a title from San Antonio, the flyweight champion? Quiroga, I think was his last name. You know, he's joining him in the lineage of the San Antonio world champions. You know, Barrios couldn't win his big fight, so somebody from San Antonio had to win. Thank God it was Bam Rodriguez, because his fight was a lot more important. But yeah, we'll definitely be covering Bam Rodriguez as his career progresses. You guys, let me know what you think in the comments down below about Bam Rodriguez. You know, make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. Thank you to everybody who joined the lives today and super chatted and continues to support the channel. Continue to support the channel, because we have a long way to go here on True School Sports. We're going to continue improving, getting you guys that world-class boxing content, that real deal boxing content. So you guys, leave your comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on True School Sports, the home of boxing. If you made it this far, do me a favor and do yourself a damn favor. Hit that subscribe button and surely you will not be disappointed. You know, True School Sports bringing you the latest and greatest, the untouchable, you know, boxing content, interviews, news videos, breakdowns, live fight reaction extravaganza. We've got a great community of people here, boxing fans all over the world, from America to the UK to Australia, and on and on and on. So join the empire today. Hit that subscribe button. Take care and God bless.